Kanye West is at long last clearing up everything on his union with Bianca Censori, and he purportedly credits Bianca for saving his life and assisting him with getting away from the Kardashians' contracts. Shout out on the devils that have been all finished. And you call attention to this stuff. It's like they attempted to obliterate me, Kanye, and his new spouse Bianca were as of late spotted sharing a few PDA while making the rounds in Nick Monica, and sources near Kanye are saying he hasn't been this cheerful in quite a while. Music. We're currently likewise here in the Bianca supposedly assisted Kanye with getting away from the Kardashians after they attempted to put him under conservatorship. You feel everybody needs to kill you, basically have little to no faith in anybody. And they have this second where they put you to cuff you the medication they put you on the bed. And they separate you from everybody you know. So what did Kanye say about Bianca saving him from the Kardashians? Was he actually nearly Britney Lance's? By them, when you get the shing of insane they love to discount you. And when you let individuals know that, and when I let them know the manner in which I feel it's like they hear me, yet they truly not listening since Kanye West got hitched to Bianca Censori last year. He's been staying under the radar and disregarding all the dramatization encompassing his ex Kim Kardashian. Kanye and Bianca previously opened up to the world about their sentiment back in January, when TMZ revealed that the new couple had a mystery wedding service. Not much has been aware of Bianca's own life anyway. We truly do know that she's been dealing with Simple as an engineering creator since November 2020, and however, fans at first guaranteed that Kanye wedded Bianca on the grounds that she's a Kim Kardashian resembled the other. The same we're presently hearing the genuine explanation. Kanye was so clandestine about wedding Bianca is on the grounds that he purportedly found that the Kardashians were attempting to put him under conservatorship. Kim and Kris purportedly first attempted to secure Kanye back in 2016 when he was hospitalized, and following an occurrence that occurred at his previous fitness coach, Harley Pasternak's home. The emergency call came in around 1:20 p.m. on Monday, after West was purportedly acting sporadically. Paramedics in the Los Angeles local group of firefighters raced to the Hollywood home of his fitness coach, whereas per TMZ, authorities talked with West for an hour and a half prior to following convention for a mental patient, limiting him. As per TMZ, Harley Pasternak called Kanye's Harmony individual specialist Michael Farzam to come over, and before Farzam even showed up at the house, he told the police his patient experiences transitory psychosis and which should be put on a mental hold. Kanye later focused on his hospitalization in a meeting with David Letterman, and he said the whole experience is savage and unfeeling in light of the fact that as opposed to getting support from individuals you trust, you're isolated from everybody and sedated without understanding what's going on with you. And they have this second where they put you to bind you the medication they put you on the bed. They separate you from everybody you know. Yet what's significantly more upsetting is the way that this episode occurred at Harley Pasternak's home. A similar man who compromised Kanye last year that he would send him back to Zombieland. On top of that, it later turned out that Harley used to be a piece of Canadian knowledge, and he conceded that he has broad information on substances utilized for mind control, so working for the tactical. I wasn't represented by the very regulations that the commonplace individual was, so I could take a gander at the effect of specific medications that are not ordinary things. This has driven fans to conjecture that the Kardashians are firmly associated with VIP controllers, and that Kim attempted to utilize those associations with put Kanye under conservatorship once he began taking a stand in opposition to her family. Think about assuming that Harley was essential for knowledge. Write what sort of individuals you believe are encompassing my children, yet Harley isn't the main claimed VIP overseer, who has close binds with the Kardashians. Kim and her family are likewise near Lou Taylor, Britney Lance's, is previous business supervisor, who apparently planned Britney's conservatorship and stashed millions from Britney's domain As per page 6, Lou Taylor was recorded as a specialist for Kim's organization Cosent, Kylie Jenner's top dog, Kylie LLC, and Lord Kelly Property, and she worked for Kendall Jenner Inc., as well as Kris Jenner's non-benefit establishment. And to finish it off, spilled reports from Kim and Kayne's separation showed that Lou Taylor was recorded as the legal administrator of Kim's trust reserve as of latest 2021. What's likewise dubious is that after Kanye drew a discussion last year for his remarks about individuals who control Hollywood, the sensationalist newspapers were quickly overwhelmed with provides details regarding how Kanye has flown off the handle. And some of them even pushed for Kanye to be put under Kim's conservatorship. As of now, Kanye's separation actually wasn't finished, and Kanye was supposedly frightened that Kim would utilize her associations with Lou Taylor to secure him and become his conservator. Fortunately for Kanye, after his 2016 hospitalization, he chose to keep his cash separate from Kim, and a source near Kanye told individuals at the time that Kim and Kanye keep their records fundamentally discreet, and that Kanye generally discusses my cash and her cash. It seems like Kanye generally had doubts about Kim and her family, and it worked out that he reserved each option to be dubious on the grounds that when he experienced one more episode, in 2020 he disappeared to his Wyoming farm and tweeted out that Kim was attempting to fly in with a specialist and lock him up. So when Kanye began uncovering Hollywood last year, Kim purportedly asked Lou Taylor for guidance on the most proficient method to prevent Kanye from spilling any off-the-record pieces of information. And that is when Kanye acknowledged he really wanted a break plan. So when his separation from Kim was concluded in November 2022, he began making arrangements on the most proficient method to wed Bianca. However, Kim was presently not ready to request of to turn into Kanye's conservator. Kanye was as yet terrified Kim could utilize her associations with Lou Taylor to secure him in light of the fact that as per the U.S. conservatorship regulation, assuming no family members or companions are accessible, the court can choose an unbiased, uncommonly prepared lawyer to be responsible for the conservatorship anyway. As many fans brought up, Kanye is continuously thinking 2 strides ahead. And that's what he knew. Whether he got hitched again, his new spouse would have the option to safeguard him and block the conservatorship endeavors. After news broke that Kanye got hitched to Bianca, one fan tweeted, assuming Kanye got hitched again, "It's the littlest thing he might have done right." Currently, Beto's conservatorship vampires are having a fit of anxiety. Other than that, Kanye himself said that he was nearly Michael Jackson during his hospitalization. You figure out that on the off chance that I had taken the prescription, I wouldn't be here. And it would have been hardships. He was profoundly disturbed. We miss him. We love his music, however. And it appears as though we currently have evidence that wedding Bianca was an essential continue on Kanye's section. A source near Kanye as of late let us know week after week that things couldn't be better for Kanye and Bianca, and they're doing astonishing. The insider added that Kanye feels like he at last met somebody who genuinely gets him and loves him for the individual he is. The source likewise indicated that Bianca assisted Kanye with getting away from the Kardashian tumult and shared that Kanye cherishes at long last having somebody reliable around who's not keen on being essential for Hollywood, and who additionally has his well-being on a basic level. She truly keeps him grounded, and he's feeling far improved than any time in recent memory. The insider added concerning fans, they're saying Kanye had a fortunate departure since. In such a case that it wasn't for Bianca, he would have presumably wound up under family's conservatorship. As I would see it, he totally wedded this young lady as a layer of insurance against the Kardashian and Hollywood tribe. One fan said, I think he believed this young lady, and they came to an arrangement. I express great for himself, as well as it's an excellent move. I likewise trust that they love one another yet. I think it is a confided in kinship, by and by really great for him, however. And one more fan added, when I heard he'd gotten hitched, I realized it was an insurance move. Kim will have very nearly no opportunity to oversee him and his resources. She needs to go through his significant other to get to him. Now you've been playing chess, while her and Chris were playing Candyland. Yet we should hear your remarks on this. Did Kanye wed Bianca to get away from the Kardashians? Do you think Kim was truly intending to put him under conservatorship? Remark down underneath. And don't pass up this next video. Much obliged.